What up, my friends? I am full of stew, and I watched Robocop 2. Alright, so, how you guys doing tonight? Hold on, first things first, let me share the link for the live stream in the Discord, and then we will have ourselves a proper chill time. Okay, here we go. All right, there we go. That's good. Perfect. Okay, so hellos are in order. What up, Gossett, Jess, Corner, Eng, Superbacker, Millmaster, Teferi, Splendor, Shelton, Zircon, Rays, Kensuke. Who else is in here? Jojo, DeVoe, Benjamin, Chicken, Yamagoro, Juglum, Joe, and John. I think I got everybody. Oh, no, there I see you as well, Dale. I see you as well. Yamagoro, you said it's been a heck of a week, but then you shared two emoticons that make it look like you've been eating farts. I don't speak emoticon, bro. So I have no idea what the hell that means. What up, Kevin? Oh, condolences for seeing Robocop 2. Condolences are in order, honestly. I mean, the biggest crime of Robocop 2 is that it's just boring. It's boring. I just watched it and yeah, explosions are happening and stuff, but nothing feels like it matters, you know? Like, in the first one, it was like Robocop is trying to figure out who and what he is. And in the second one, he's just like stalking his stalking his ex-wife and then feel my face. Like all of it is just so dull. It's so dull. Yeah, Magoro, oh, you're on an Apple device, and that's supposed to be a sigh. Okay. I thought that was the international sign for I eat farts. Millmaster, if in that movie they threw a lady off a building, and then when she splattered, it was a different chick. I didn't even see it. Like I didn't even recognize it. Sometimes when I'm watching movies and they get boring, my brain just starts thinking about other things unbidden. I'll just start randomly thinking about things that I need to get done or other stuff, and then I'll click back in. Oh yeah, wait, I was watching a movie. That's one of the factors I use to determine an entertainment level of the entertainment level of a movie is, did I zone out at any point? If I zoned out during your movie, that's not a good sign. It's funny how frequently it happens to both me and Carly at the same time. And I'll just turn to her and be like, what just happened? And she's just like, I don't know, I was thinking about something else, right? Like that. It seems to be a common occurrence when one of us is kind of bored by what's going on, the other one is too. So that's a good sign that it's the movie's fault and not ours, right? So, oh, Chicken Crew, you were watching Short Circuit with your kid. Right on. Short Circuit's awesome. I love the original Short Circuit. Actually, it's funny. When we watched RoboCop, when the gangsters cut him up and then like throw him at the police or whatever, honestly, that movie barely even felt like it was rated R, you know? But when they threw him when they were cutting him up and whatever, Carly was like, "No, disassemble." Just a reference to a much better movie. Short Circuit is a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. Carly's never seen it. I made her watch it, and I made her watch the follow-up as well. The one where they've got all the little Johnny Five robots. And the Indian guy is played by that white dude from The Matrix. I never realized it, honestly. I never realized when I watched it as a kid. But when I watch it as an adult, I'm like, wait a minute. Why do I recognize this guy? Oh, he's not even close to Indian, you know? Like, Millmaster, it's like the first Judge Dredd. All you remember for Robocop is the catchphrase, thank you for not smoking? Huh. Weird. I don't even remember that being in the movie, honestly. Jojo, Short Circuit's one of your favorite movies. You got good taste, bro. Yamagoro, your reprints arrived yesterday to spice up your deck with recent artwork. Nice. Enjoy that. Maybe that'll take your mind off of the farts you've been eating. Kevin Showley, show enough. All right, I'll raise the glass to your super chat. Says may as well start early. Appreciate you, bro. Well, thank you. It's nice. It is nice to be appreciated. I feel very fortunate that people appreciate what I do. Carly put a box of heads in my office. I looked over, and I was like, all I saw was this crazy Halloween head that I had from last year or whatever. And then this one, right? I used to put my hat on this. It used to be out by the front door, and I'd put my hat on it. But now, welcome to Magic the Gathering. We're all aliens, yo. Beep, boop, beep. Take me to touch your mother. Oh, yeah, there's a bunch of creepy-ass stuff in here. This will be fun for Halloween. Next month we'll use that stuff. Now, I got interrupted putting Kevin on the board. Also, I got a hearts me that super chat. Congratulations on your 5th super chat on all of YouTube, Kevin. Or not, because YouTube will tell you. It'll be like, congratulate them on their 5th time doing it. And it'll just be like, I've done this like a million times. What are you talking about? I've seen it do it all over the place. There's a fandom that builds models of J5. That's awesome. Millmaster, the head detective. I'm just trying to get ahead in life, bro. Hey, what's in the box? Oh, in this case, that's very appropriate because it's fucking heads, dude. Dale, I've never heard of the show Key West. What's it about? Is it a Miami 5? Is the camera out of focus, bro? Is that just my eyes? Am I just going blind? Oh, no, it definitely is. All right. Why, man? My handsomeness must be enjoyed by all. Oh, speaking of which, guys, the custom card... Oh, God. Where? There we go. Okay. The custom card art of me. You know how they're doing my likeness, right? It's pretty much finalized. I saw the finished version of it today, and I love it. I'm looking forward to showing you guys in a video in a couple of weeks, right? So I'll show you the card that it's on and the actual artwork. It incorporates multiple elements. First of all, it looks like me, which it should, but also it incorporates the purple cloak from the intro, the wizard staff, and my channel, like my shield here, is actually the clasp on my wizard cloak. I'm a wizard, and I'm using arcane magic to destroy some magical object, right? So I'm stoked to show you guys. I looked at it and was like, oh, this is great. I can't think of a single thing I would even change about this. And then I showed it to Carly, and she's like, that's really good. The artist that they hired to do the artwork is genuinely talented. So I'm quite happy with the way that it turned out. And speaking about being happy about how things turned out, me and Carly have officially finished our 1.5 hour long first ever movie review together where we talk about Longlegs, Bird Box, and Arcadian. And I'm happy to say that that's going to come out tomorrow over on my Hatcher channel. So tomorrow afternoon sometime, it's going to get released. I don't know if you'll You probably won't recognize it right away. Although if you look in the background, you'll see my face, so that'll help. But, you know, I'll share the link for it in the Discord and everything. I'm looking forward to it. So yeah, that's pretty sweet, man. I'm happy about it. Splendor, you received your shield. It's in your display case. Nice. You're a fancy boy with a display case. A Hemingway wannabe who strikes it rich and uses his newfound wealth to move to Key West. Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard of that. Is it new? Is it old? Doesn't ring any bells. Oh, man. The stew Carly made was awesome. Robocop 2 might have sucked, but the stew didn't. The stew was great. The meat was so tender and delicious. It smelled amazing. I even dipped bread in there. Bwop, bwop, bwop. Chomp, chomp. So good. Robocop 2 was so boring. It was so boring. Movie didn't bother to make any sense when they cut Robocop up. Why didn't they cut his fucking head off and stuff, right? So, whatever. You even have showdown with like another robot that's made from a crazy drug dealer. And nope, it's just like, that's what it felt like. And the movie's 2 hours long. It's 2 hours long. That movie has no right to be 2 hours long because it is not nearly entertaining enough. I did enjoy the corporate committee on how to reprogram Robocop once they were rebooting him or whatever, and they put all these different like directives. Before he had 3 directives, they uploaded like 500 different directives into him, and it makes him useless because he can't figure out what to do all the time, and so he's just acting kind of ridiculous. But that's not worth watching the movie for. And like the action all sucked. And the main enemy was a little boy. And for the life of me, the movie could not show me why the little boy was in charge. Like, I don't get it. What up, amiibo? Splendor, your wife saw your obsession and figured you should be fancy with the display case. Well, that's good. Enjoy it. So yeah, like there's a little boy villain, and it's not understandable why he's got any position at all in the gang, and he seems to be really high up in the gang for no discernible reason that the movie actually showcases in any way. And so you're like, why wouldn't these other gangsters just bump this guy off? Why is this woman not just smacking this little boy in the face and taking what she wants? Like, we're shown the city is like so cutthroat at the beginning, and then it's just kind of like, all right, sure, whatever. That's what most of the movie felt like. All right, sure, whatever. Scorpageist, that's right. That is a sign of a good stew. What up, everyday? How you doing, buddy? Amiibo, you got rid of Arena? No reason for a 9 gig download? Let me tell you, though. Let me tell you the changes that have come as a result of the 9 gig update. Before you make up your mind to stop using Arena, I'll tell you about the update. 9 plus gigs. I downloaded it. So, what they've done is they've introduced a whole bunch of new bugs into the program. But in trade-off, you get the exact same crap you already had. I literally can't see any difference in the client whatsoever, except now there's even more bugs. So yeah, choosing to dip out doesn't seem like a terrible choice to me. Yeah, Magaro, the whole point of that flick was the little kid being foul-mouthed. Who cared? I thought Robocop. He's a rube. I thought Robocop was going to shoot that kid in the face. Like when he went and electrocuted himself because he was like trying to override his programming. And then I was like, he has no directives now. Okay, so I presume with no directives, he's going to shoot that little kid right in the face like he deserves. But nope. It's like, whatever. Punky, what's up, buddy? Oh, you having a good time? Nice, nice. Picked up Terminator comics to see if they're any different from the movies. Are they any good? Somebody mentioned Robocop versus Terminator comics as well. Something like that. I mean, how's it even a competition? Wouldn't the Terminator kick the shit out of Robocop? Robocop is dog shit, man. Like, for real. He's just like, goop, 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 goop. He's like so easy to stop. They just pick him up with a magnet. Like, Robocop is kind of garbage. He's kind of garbage. He's really slow. And he can just kind of aim, you know? That's it. What up, Al? Roomba Cop. That's pretty good. I saw a knockoff toy of Robocop called Robert Cop. Where it was just like, it's Robocop, but it says Robert Cop on it. Amiibo, bro, I love Fight Club as a movie. I haven't watched it in a long time. There was a period in my life where I was super depressed. And it's weird what depression leads you to do, but that led me to watch Fight Club every night at like 2 o'clock in the morning. Like 1 or 2 in the morning, I would watch Fight Club every single night. And I did that for a couple of months. So I've seen that movie a ton. The Alien vs. Predator comics from the 90s were epic. Never got into Predator or Aliens. It's a nice night. There's some kind of, might be the slightest hint of wood smoke or something coming in. It's awesome. No, Amiibo. He wasn't either of them. He wasn't Tyler Durden, and he wasn't Jack either. His name was Slammy Bim Bum. What a stupid. What up, Gianna? Why so serious? What are you gonna try and jam my head down on a pencil or something? Oh man. Why do I look serious? Because Robocop 2 was seriously boring. The first Robocop was enjoyable. It feels like it holds up overall, right? But man, the second one's so lame. It's so lame. Millmaster bishops don't like sci-fi. Is that a reference to one of the Aliens characters called Bishop or something like that? Aldini, his apparent at the beginning was pretty sweet. You mean in Robocop 2, when they hit a car with a rocket launcher twice and you could clearly see that the car is completely empty and there's nobody in it, and then Robocop inexplicably gets out of the car? And you're just like, I could see the car was empty, though, when you flipped it multiple times. So, Robocop's giant. He couldn't have been, like, hiding in the trunk or crouched down in the front. So, you know, like, they hit his car with a rocket launcher twice. Twice. And then later in the movie, they blow up Robocop's car. And I turned to Carla, I'm like, are we supposed to give a shit about this? They blew up his car with him in it. We watched him already get hit with 2 rocket launchers, so this doesn't mean anything. And then the movie was like, haha, look, he's not in the car, he's standing over here. And I just went, okay, who cares? You already showed him surviving his car getting blown up. Blowing up a car a second time and he's not even in it is fucking dumb. That's fucking stupid. You've never shown us that he has the ability to remotely drive cars. You've never shown us that any of these cars can do this. So you just had the fucking car magically drive in for this explosion that didn't mean anything because the original explosions undermined it. It's dumb. It's dumb. Millmaster, I've never even watched Father Ted. Like, the most memorable thing from Robocop 2 was the fact that you had to have 5,000 SPF sunblock. Like, now that the ozone layer's gone, I have to use like a gallon of sunblock that's 5,000 SPF. And it had the Surgeon General's warning of using it too frequently will give you cancer, which is that was pretty funny. And the the carjacker getting murdered, jacking the car. I was like, they have that kind of shit in Africa, don't they? I'm pretty sure I saw videos where people have made their own flamethrowers that if you try and open their fucking car, that it'll set you on fire, bro. So, I mean, that just felt like the world we're already in. Chicken Crew, don't forget about his internal gun holding thigh. That was one of the okay things where he's like, where he can open up his leg and his gun's in there. That's pretty cool, actually. But most of it was just horse shit. The movie was just dull. Just dull. And he just hangs out stalking his ex-wife. And then she's all like, I'm scared, I'm suing the police department. And then she's like, is it you? I still love you. He's like, touch my face. I'm a dead robot, bitch. I can cut my arm off. You can't. Play safe. Right? Like, just like, what does anything have to do with anything in this movie? Everybody's on nuke. Stick it in your neck. Oh, yeah. Oh, you, yeah. Okay. All right. That was in the first Robocop, Gianna. He didn't do anything cool in the second one. Like, I can't remember a cool thing that he did. It was stupid. It was just so boring. It was so boring. It's the biggest sin a movie can commit. Out of all of the sins movies can commit, being stupid is one thing. Being boring is another. It's like, fuck you. You're 2 hours long of dog shit. And you have some interesting concepts, right? The whole idea of loaning money to the city and trying to make it default so you can take over, that's reasonably scumbag corporate craziness, right? So, Amiibo Super Chat says, starting it off strong. All right, buddy, we're going to spin the wheel for you. You're Lord of the Board. Yeah, exactly. How can you be boring when you've got a fucking robot cop, when you have Robert Cop, right? Like, and you're allowed to blow everybody up and shoot them. Johnny Five kept it alive without like, we got to swear a little bit when he sang Los Lobos shit, right? Or whatever, or Loco Lobos or whatever. Kick your balls into outer space. That's it. That's it. Johnny Five kicked the hell out of Robert Cop, man. He's a fucking ball bag. Robocop was awesome in the first one. And like, you got an R rating, you can do anything. Is no directives. Have Robocop stick his gun in a dude's ass and blow his fucking eyes out. Pachow! Right? Like something. Give me fucking something. Let's go. Oh, you just escaped the insult. You just escaped it. So yeah, Johnny Five is cooler than RoboCop. He like this. The second Short Circuit movie beats the hell out of the second RoboCop movie. They had the different RoboCops. They kept coming out, and they just kept ending themselves. Ah! All right. You missed it, Amiibo. You missed the insult, buddy. The insult tonight is RoboCop 2. All right. Since the other camera gave me problems, I'm sure this one will in 4 seconds. Okay. Now it should be all right. All right. No disassemble. We got an insect. This looks bigger than 1-1, doesn't it? Look at the size of that human skull, bro. That's a pretty intense looking insect. Grist lovers will adore it. Insidious Fungus. This is Insidious Fun Gus. I like this card, actually. The fact that you can use it to take out an artifact or enchantment or draw a card and put a land into play. On top of it being a little 1/2 donk, you can sacrifice. Then we got... I haven't seen this Plains. This is pretty funky, man. It's like a theater. That's what it looks like, right? It's got like a stage here with wheat growing on it. And the little, like... Yeah, it's got a stage vibe. That's funky. There's the wardrobe you disappear into. Huckleberry, Johnny 5 is alive. Correct. Correct. Flood Farm Verge. This door is like obliterating stuff with a beam of light. Is that what it is, or is it pouring water? I just realized it might be pouring water. I thought this was spectral light that was like obliterating and radiating out, but it looks like it might just be pouring water down. Hear the Mistmore slump like a grieving parent. The once thriving fields drowned by the relentless deluge. Well, there you go. It says relentless deluge, so that's got to be water. All right. There's a bunch of other Robocop properties, Millmaster, but they're all like PG-13 garbage. Jess, yeah, I saw Bruno. It's pretty underwhelming overall. Razorkin Horde Collar. We've seen this guy. Skull Snap Nuisance. I don't remember this. Black and a blue 1/4 flyer. Whenever an enchantment you control enter, and whenever you fully unlock a room, surveil one. All right. What is this chick sitting at the movies with their 3D glasses on? What is this? What is this? Osseous Stick Twister. Oh, all right then. That sounds like a European hand job. 1 black and 1 for a 2/2 artifact creature scarecrow with lifelink. It's got delirium, so if you meet the delirium conditions, you can sack a non-land permanent or discard a card, and then it deals damage equal to its power to each opponent who didn't sack or discard. Okay. What up, Thompson? My day's been all right, buddy. How's yours been? Creepin' Peeper. Creepin' Dong Tip. 1 blue and 1 2/1 that taps out a blue that you can only cast enchantment spells or unlock doors with. Oh, no, you can turn permanents face up as well. Okay. Yeah, I think there was a Robocop cartoon, Millmaster. Is there anything that I haven't seen in the commons yet? Tunnel Surveyor. 1 blue and 2 2/2. When it enters, create a 1/1 white glimmer enchantment creature token. Oh, he makes his little teddy bear. Though he needed to know what lay beyond the intersection, Harp couldn't suppress a shiver of disquiet as his glimmer disappeared into the darkness ahead. Well, the flavor text is pretty solid. The artwork, he looks goofy. He looks goofy, and his little bear is just womp, womp, womp. Soul Raja? Oh, I like how this guy's unraveling in this artwork. That's pretty awesome. Hardened Escort, whatever. All right, well, that was an all right pack. The last one I think we opened had Hardened Escort at the end. Amiibo! Going for another spin. Just beating myself. Cough, cough, he says. He's 69 in himself. Huckleberry, how do I feel about bad times at the El Royale? I don't even know what that is. Is that actually a thing, or are you just, like, stapling multiple things together? Have you ever watched Universal Soldier? Is that Dolph Lundgren and Jean-Claude Van Damme? All right, let's go. Spin that wheel. Oh, more Duskmorn. More Duskmorn. I don't know if I've seen Universal Soldier. If I have, it hasn't been in a while, so you know what? I'm going to note that down. Oh, yeah, it's the song that I was writing. I've started to work on another intermission song to go with the first one, and I wrote some of the lyrics down here, as well as Rocket Robin Hood, the old school kid cartoon. I don't know if you guys know that one. Universal Soldier. He works with all televisions. He works with all the TVs. What up, Clayton? Okay. Let's take another look at some more Duskmornage. Jess, you weren't allowed to watch Universal Soldier when you were 6? I can't think of any movies my parents got, but I couldn't watch. I don't think they did get any. Oh, we got a foil rare. Enduring Innocence. Oh, Mary had a little lamb. It kicked you in the balls. 2 white and 1, 2/1 lifelink, Sheep Glimmer. Whenever one or more creatures you control with power 2 or less enter, draw a card. That only triggers once a turn. When it dies, if it was a creature, return it to the battlefield. It's pretty solid, actually. That's pretty solid. Too bad it's a little beat up around the edges, man. They got to get their shit together. This mountain looks awesome. This mountain looks awesome. Yeah, every day, bro. Actually, right below Rocket Robin Hood, I wrote, "Hey, Herc." Like 100%. It's on the piece of paper right there. Razorkin Needlehead. Oh, you guys like needles in your head? 2 red, 2/2. It has first strike during your turn. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to them. Stitch your eyes, stitch your skin, stitch your ball bag together again. That's not actually what it says. Stitch your eyes, stitch your skin, stitch your mouth into a grin. Stitch your mouth, stitch your skin, stitch your begin. All right. Wicker Folk Thresher. 4 mana, 5/4, and it's got Delirium. And you get to look at the top card of your library. If it's a land, you can put it on the battlefield. If you don't, put it into your hand. Attack in the Box. I've never seen this one. 3 mana, 2/4. Whenever it attacks, you can have it get +4/+0 to end a turn. If you do, sack it at the beginning of the next end step. Pop goes the evil. Okay. All right. Valgavoth's Faithful. 1 black, 1/1. Pay 4 mana, sack it. Return target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield to activate only as a sorcery. Yeah! I like this. That's sweet. That's the one good thing about these cultists. Sometimes they do your work for you. All right. I can get down with that. Gremlin Tamer. You want to tame my gremlin curls? 1 blue, 1 white, 2/2. Whenever an enchantment you control enters and whenever you fully unlock a room, create a 1/1 red gremlin. This is Gizmo. He's my friend. Grand Entryway, Elegant Rotunda. That girl's got an elegant rotunda. All right, and then for the commons, Grasping Longneck. Yeah, just like my dick. 1 green and 2, 4/2 reach. When it dies, you gain 2 life. All right. They went with the Nixian enchantment border. I just noticed that. Raggedy Andy. Living Phone. Impossible Inferno. 5 mana, 6 damage, dark creature. Delirium, exile top. Oh, yeah, I remember seeing this. It's all right. It's all right. Mailmaster, you watched Once Upon a Time in Hollywood this weekend? If I have that one on my list, save myself 3 hours unless I like surrealism. I don't like surrealism across the board, but I'm also not against it, you know? It really depends on how things are done. Jess, you just said, you're saying if I had a gremlin, you'd save money so you could come see it if I allowed you? Why? I wouldn't. No way, bro. Yeah, I know you. You would just bring a bucket of water or something and try and throw it on him. You try and feed him after midnight. I ain't having it. I would not let you. I wouldn't let you near my little gremlin buddy. I wouldn't let anybody know I had him. And I would pour water on him, and I would take the other gremlins, and I'd cook them up and eat them. And then I'd never have to pay for groceries. We'd always have gremlin meat to eat. I'm eating your back balls, Gizmo. I'm eating your back balls, Gizmo. It was the most interesting, boring movie you've ever seen. That's funny. Amiibo, don't even. I know you'd try. Listen, bro, I'm just going to tell you right now. You can't impregnate a gremlin, so no point in trying. No point in trying. Strange Days? Is that Ethan Hawke? Like the isn't that with backwards into a wall of fire? Strange days are coming. Matthew Good? Matthew Good song? Oh, it's got the guy from The Crow. Bang! Fuck, I'm dead. It's 2.5 hours long. I've seen it. I remember nothing about it. I'm going to write that one on the list, actually. I'm going to write that one on the list. Wait, I take it back, Amiibo. I'm not supposed to give out insults. I take back what I said to you too, Jess. I forgot about the wheel. I didn't say any of that. Insert neutral statements in your memory in place of it. Strange days are coming. Strange days are coming on your face. Oh! So stupid. Thompson, you saw Ethan Hawke one time chilling outside a bar in Brooklyn back in 2017? Liar! I've seen some random individuals like Rick Mercer. I saw Rick Mercer from This Hour Has 22 Minutes or whatever, and he was just standing out on the sidewalk, and I did not bother him. Whenever I see somebody famous, I do not bother them. I saw the one dude who played Dottore, the guy in charge of the gladiators in Spartacus. I was in Toronto on a date, and he was there with this chick eating. I looked over and I'm like, that's the guy from the show. I'm like, that's really cool. There's a part of me that wants to go up to him and say hello, but there's another part of me that's like, I imagine that gets fucking tedious and tiresome, and you just want to enjoy your life. So I'm actually just going to go, oh, check it out. That's cool that he's here. And then just be like, whatever. The same as when I saw the one news anchor walking down the street, where I was like, wait a minute. I've seen you on the TV news. I do a little bit of looky-looing and leave it at that, right? Explorers, Dead Poets, White Fang. What the hell? Explorers and White Fang? What are you talking about? I know the Dead Poet Society. And yeah, Ethan Hawke, was he in SFW as well? Yeah, I mean, well, exactly. Like, the thing is, I don't blame people for it if they go up and talk to famous people or whatever. I don't blame them for it, right? Because people are gonna have different feelings. I feel like the more famous you are, the more people you have trying to like get your attention, so it might get tedious. But when you're on my level and you're not famous, but like a handful of people know you from the internet, it's fun when they come up and say hello. So when you're small like me, it's good times. When you're somebody who has a bigger presence, I assume that there's just so much of it happening that you kind of like whatever. But I don't blame anybody who does it. They just want to share their excitement. They're excited about that, right? Amiibo knocking himself off the board again. One-upping himself. Magic is dead. It will be missed. It's time to make our own games. Magic ain't dead for me, bro. Magic might be dead for you, but it tain't for me. It tain't for me. I'm actually moving more into the direction of enjoying myself rather than getting too hung up on any of the bullshit. All right, let's spin the wheel. Pup, 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 pup. Hoi! All right, it's more Duskmorn of. Okay. Explorers was one of the movies that got you into sci-fi. Is it just called Explorers? Amiibo, no insult. It's like the wheel knows. It's all I could go for an insult. I'm totally down to talk some shit, but the wheel dictates reality. Micah, when am I going to live stream Minecraft? Good question. I've got to get the Feed the Beast launcher installed on this computer first off. Okay, we got a gold signed house cartographer. Look at how fucking douchey he looks. Look at how douchey he looks. What if I make this the Lord of the Board card? Amiibo, what if your name goes on this? Actually, no, you know what? Because it's a gold signed card, I'm going to take that back to the store. Just in case, you know? I don't know if he wants to keep gold signed ones. All right, we got a foil piggy bank. We got Bleeding Woods. I haven't seen this one. It enters tapped unless a player has 13 or less life. Taps for a red or a green. They say if someone lies down to sleep beneath the trees in the morning, nothing will remain but a few scattered bones in a bed of blood-red lilies. That's pretty intense. Unidentified hover ship. It's a fucking UFO in Magic the Gathering. This is some fucking horse shit, yo. This is fucking stupid. I summon up my dragon. Yeah, well, I summon a UFO that pulls him up in a tractor beam. Fuck your mother, you stupid skank. Hate it. Overgrown Zealot. I'm an overblown Zealot. 1 green and 1 0/4 Elf Druid. Add a mana of any color, or tap to add 2 mana of any one color, but you can only use it to turn permanents face up. Even as the roots twisted painfully into his flesh, he sang out in joy, for he could feel himself becoming one with the woods. Yeah, right. The reason this guy's happy is because he's creating some kind of bramble armor for himself. This was not originally Duskmourn artwork, right? This was not. Oblivious Bookworm. Bottomless pool and a locker room. You guys, everyone take off your clothes, get some towels. Oh, Vile Mutilator. Hell yeah, this artwork is amazing, bro. This artwork is incredible. This demon is fucking a glimmer up. He's like, get some. I will crush your hopes. Literally. 7 mana, 6/5 flying trample, but you got to sack a creature enchantment to cast him in addition. And when he enters, each opponent sacrifices a non-token enchantment and a non-token creature. Pretty good. Pretty good, man. That's awesome. The monkey. Fear of lost teeth. That's a reasonable fear. Stalked Researcher. 2 mana, 3/3 defender. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and when you unlock a room, it can attack this turn. Whoop-de-doo. Shepherding Spirits. Be our guest. Be our guest. We will not show you Ghost Breast. 6 mana, 4/5 flyers with plane cycling 2. This way, Melinda. 100 years hasn't improved your sense of direction, you sloppy bitch. Glassworks in the Shattered Yard. And a Fear of Immobility. 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters, tap up to 1 target creature. If an opponent controls that creature, put a stun counter on it. All right. All right, then. The Wicked Red card the other night was like what Metallica dreams at night. Do they collectively dream? Millmaster Reality Bites? Hold on, I want to write down some of this stuff here. I haven't watched Reality Bites in forever, so. That's the one with Ben Stiller. Oh, Mr. Boot on the Mountaintop, right? Is it Winona Ryder, too? Joglum, on another note, you missed Jennifer Love Hewitt's boobs. Oh. Oh, yeah. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? I know what you did last summer. Yeah, go into the cold room in that white shirt, you giant jugged lovely. Jennifer Love Hewitt. Mm-hmm. Hell yeah, buddy. Oh, that brought Bo out of the woodwork. He's like, yeah. Will there be value boosters for Duskmourn? That's a good question. I don't know the answer to that, actually. I do not know. I presume so, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. Habanero, you learned when you meet famous people they like to be acknowledged but they don't want to be worshipped. Well, that makes sense. That is a weird concept, right? Just so you know, I do want to be worshipped, so feel free. You're allowed to build little shrines to me and pray to me, and I will grant your wishes 100%. You can be like, "Dear Hatcher, please bless this meal with deliciousness," and I will. How about Gattaca, Ethan, and Uma? Is that movie about the guy who gets leg lengthening surgery so he can go to space, but he doesn't have a good heart for it or whatever? And then he tells the story at the end that makes him sound like a complete fucking idiot, where he's like, "I used to race with my brother in the water, and I wouldn't save anything for the return trip. I'd put my all into going." And it's like, so you plan to drown like a fucking moron, huh? This doesn't make you sound cool. This makes you sound like an idiot. I'm determined. Yeah, determined to be a fucking moron. That's what I remember. I remember a moronic story about racing with the brother. And it's like, I beat him because I never saved anything to get back. And it's like, you're stupid then. You're a fucking clown. I'm supposed to respect that mentality? I don't. That's idiotic. You're fucking stupid. I'm going to win the race and then drown. Do mankind a favor then, stupid. Subsume under the water. Amiibo, you're investing in PlayStation 2 controllers that you think will be worth a lot in the future? Well, I've never heard of anybody investing in game controllers. But I absolutely believe it's a thing. So I have no idea if you're pulling my leg, but people do try and make money off of all kinds of random things like that. Yeah, McGraw, you don't care about the horror, but you like the lands. All right. What up, Henlo? Habanero says, worshipping you is not an option. We all know where you keep the Cocoa Butter Boys in case anybody doesn't worship. There you go. There you go. Oh, yeah, get that good stretch. So yeah, returning to the question about Minecraft streaming. I don't know. I'm sure I will at some point. I also know I'm going to... what's this on run? What the hell? I also know that I'm going to end up streaming some more Chandelar sometime. Probably sometime soon. But Minecraft has got me in its grips right now, bro. I played a bunch today. And then after me and Carly finished dinner and I had everything set up for the stream, I'm like, I got 15 minutes. I'm going to play some more Minecraft. And in those 15 minutes, I managed to build myself a jetpack and a fucking generator. Because I've already been to the nether. So I can now soar through the skies of the world. It's pretty sweet. I also built Cool Guy Boulevard. Which is, it's just a path you walk on. But there's a sign on it that says, "You're walking on Cool Guy Boulevard." Zircon, hell yeah, it's cool. Hell yeah, it's cool, buddy. By the way, I borrowed some cobblestone from you, but you'll never notice because I already returned it. Also, I fucked up your mine a little bit for a second and I fixed the wall. So if you're wandering through your mine and you see like a cobblestone wall all of a sudden that's like 3x3 or whatever, that was me. I was mining around under the hill or whatever, and all of a sudden I smashed into something and it was all lit up and I'm like, what is this? And I looked and I'm like, oh, This isn't my base. And so I just like quickly took a step back and went boom, 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 boom. But yeah, I borrowed cobblestone to make the cool guy boulevard. And then I went and mined it all up and put it back. Yeah, no, it's all good. It's just a mine, but also like you got it all lit up or whatever, and I just made a huge path that monsters could come down, like creepers or zombies or stuff, because right around the corner from where I was, you've got the biome that like mostly says monsters won't spawn, but then once you get to the edge of it, monsters spawn. So I had creepers and zombies and stuff falling out of the sky around me. But I re-secured your stuff, so it's all good. Paul Falcon Super Chat says, I'm here for the Daily Tide to the one and only Holy MH. Please love me, oh great one. Blessings be upon you, Bo Falcon. Your dong just grew a tiny... You can't see it with the naked eye, but it just got a little bit bigger, all right? So keep it up, and that will continue. And by the time you're old, it'll be too big to manage. All right. Bo Falcon, let's spin the wheel, big boy. Bump, 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 bump. Play. Hello, I remember Quake. I played it a bit. It was all right. Oh, more dust, more action. Let's do it. Let's do it. All right. So yeah, Zircon, if you follow Cool Guy Boulevard, it will lead you straight to my fucking smeltery. And just so you know, the smeltery produces double the amount of ore. So if you put like on like an iron ore block that you've mined up, if you like unprocessed, I don't mean like 9 ingots into a block, but if you put one of those iron ore, like just put iron ore into the smelter and it will kick out 2 ingots per. All you got to do is put them in the front right under the sign. And I've automated the smeltery, so it will automatically pour the molten metal out and then transfer it to a treasure chest beside it. So feel free to use that. You got to put lava in the tank though. So I have a bunch of lava in an extra tank right beside it. You just got to bucket it over if it's empty. All right, we got a little 1/1 gremlin boy. We got Foil Popular Egotist. I bet you guys didn't know they named this card after me. Bo Falcon, that's what the twinge is every time you give me a super chat. Correct. Correct. All right. Oh, this island's pretty funky looking. That you got like it's like a living room in the middle of a gigantic lake. I like that. That's fun. That's fun. Fear of missing out. That's what Magic's all about now. 1 red and 1 for a 2/3. When it enters, discard a card, then draw a card, and it's got Delirium. Whenever it attacks for the first time each turn, and you've got Delirium, untap target creature and get an extra combat phase. That's pretty crazy. That's pretty crazy, actually. I do like the souls that are flying out of its mouth. It's pretty intense. Vengeful Possession. That's that threaten. Arabella, the Abandoned Doll. The concept of a doll that just keeps coming back, like the cat come back the very next day. Pretty creepy. Sheltered by Ghosts. When it comes out, exile target non-land permanent opponent controls until it leaves the battlefield. Enchanted creature gets +1/+0 and has lifelink and ward 2. It's an interesting variant on creature removal. Live or Die. Love this artwork. It's great. The murky darkness of infinite destruction or the happy little field. But which one leads to your doom? And then we got the Kamins. Anything interesting in here? Oh! We got the Demon Goat! We got the Demon Goat. If Heavy Metal was here right now, he'd be licking the screen out of sweet goat love. All right. All right. Time to get some water now that I finished my delicious Kool-Aid. So, I'll be back in a moment. You guys enjoy my banger single. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatchet goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink, bookmark that Amazon link. Don't be a bitch. You gotta scratch that itch. Bookmark that Amazon link. I got fucking bills to pay, y'all. Use my Amazon link. This is gonna take some work. Don't be a dink. Use my Amazon link. When Hatcher goes for a drink. All right, I'm back. I'm back, baby. That's right, Reefer. That is a good little video. I did a good job on it. Amiibo, I know, right? I knocked it out of the park. I knocked it out of the park. We'll see if the the next one I do. We'll see how that turns out. Because this is supposed to lead into a chain of different ones, but it takes time. And obviously I work on different projects, so I don't know when the next song will come out, but it's probably going to involve the keyboard this time, right? Zircon, buddy, if you want a jetpack, I can hook you up with that stuff. I didn't leave anything in your base because, you know, some people want to do everything themselves and they don't want any of the stuff, right? So Amiibo, thanks for the offer, buddy, but nah. It's just going to be simple little goofy shit, you know? Like there's no point in creating in you writing something. It's got to be my lyrics, you know what I'm saying? So we'll see how it turns out, but thanks for the offer. Oh, my nose is itchy and big. Yeah, it's fun playing Minecraft, not just by myself, you know? Because then I can do stupid things like building roads and other stuff between bases and all that good stuff that I like. It's fun to see a world that changes, and it's not just me making the changes. It's been a while. It's been a while. Am I just tripping? Is there something up with this water? Does it smell watery or not? What do you guys think? You have a smell. Does this seem normal to you guys? Rocket Robin Hood. What a random reference. Amiibo, the board doesn't spin, bro. The the board doesn't spin. And as for foretelling and seeing the future, you're gonna have to wait for another night for that, because I have tarot cards and I do tell the future. I do predict the future. But this is the Wheel of Duskmorn, buddy. So it's Duskmorn or me telling you to go fuck yourself. Those are your options. But to get told to go fuck yourself, you gotta land on insult. Jess, Carly's trying to poison me to take over my channel. She didn't have nothing to do with this. Plus, she's literally in the movie review video that we're putting out tomorrow. It's like a fucking hour and a half long, bro. And we're gonna be doing more movie videos together too. So Carly don't want to steal my shit, bro. She don't want to deal with it. Carly's not fucking wired the same way as me. She's not a fucking dancing monkey who was built to entertain people and fuck around. Man, that card art turned out so awesome. It's so good. I can't wait to show you guys, but I am going to wait. I am going to wait. Future will cost you more than that, Amiibo. If you're going to try and get me to deviate, it's going to cost you more than that, big boy. I only got these packs for a limited amount of time. We have gone through a fair number of them, though. More than I would have expected to at this point. Jess, can I get a dancing animatronic monkey? I probably could, but I won't. I don't need the competition. It turns out everyone just likes watching that more, and then my self-esteem crumbles. I'm like, damn it! I already have to deal with the fact that a random animal video of like a monkey farting will get more views than anything I ever make. I don't need to lose out to a little robo clapper. Bong, bong, bong. No thanks. No thanks. Who's my favorite magic artist? My favorite magic artist is Richard Kane Ferguson. That is like my favorite of all time. I like a bunch of different magic artists. Seb McKinnon, Quentin Hoover. There's a ton of talented people who make amazing magic artwork. Mackenzie, am I planning on crashing the Vegas convention this year? No, I am not. I am going to most likely be at the face-to-face event that's going on in like 2 weeks from now. Micah, you have all his pieces? Nice. I have like some graded signed cards. I've got a number of the comic books. Millmaster, do you think the next prop for the studio should be one of those flesh-colored man-shaped punching dummies? All right, send it on out. Send it on out. Although I got bad news for you. I hope you like watching streams of me making out with what looks like half of an old school muscle, because that's what I'm going to do. You send me one of those dummies, I'm going to put a hat on it and kiss it. I'm going to punch its face with my lips. I love you, meat boy. That's what I'll call him. I'll call him Meat Man. I'll call him Meat Man. Do I have a case on my phone or not? The answer is yes. I always get cases for my phones because I inevitably end up dropping them and I don't want to break them. So always have a case of some variety on the phone. This one is actually like waterproof, so you put the whole, it like completely covers the phone. A lot of the time, I just get a case around and get like a little glass screen protector. But I was recommended that I should try one of these, and I have, and it's worked out great. I don't worry about like rain getting on it or anything, you know? Because when you've got a case, and you've got the glass on it, then there's still cracks. There's still cracks. Amiibo, this is how you try and convince people? That doesn't work. That doesn't work. Also, I got news for you. I definitely would not. I definitely would not. What the hell do you mean if it's serious? The fuck does that even mean? You gotta seriously tell me the future. Nobody can seriously tell the future, dipshit. That's not a thing. That's not a thing. Nobody can actually see the future. I can see the future in that I know I'll drink a cup of water later. That's about it. That's about it. Jess, you haven't had a case in 10 years and haven't cracked your screen? Well, whoop-de-doo, you cracked your fucking brain, so there you go, right? That's not even an insult. That's just straight up a statement of reality. Thompson, you can see the future. He'll be having iced coffee tomorrow. Little did he know, he's going to die tonight. Thompson, he went from being Thompson Wells to Thompson Unwells. Oh! Ho, 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 ho! What? So goofy. That's right. That's right, Amiibo. I got them skills. I've got the skills. Oh, man. Habanero, you're going to see a ghost in your lifetime. There you go. Bet you weren't expecting me to switch that around on you, were you? Millmaster, it's $300 for a silicone boxing dummy or $99 for a white mannequin. I guess with the mannequin you get the whole body, don't you? Do you get, or is it just a torso? Is it just a torso? Jess, you totally could have helped that you got kicked in the head a lot. If it happened once in a blue moon, that can happen to anybody. I know that. I know that. But you know, if it keeps happening to you, that's your fault. Get kicked in the head once, shame on them. Get kicked in the head a bunch of times. What the fuck, dude? Right? That's the old familiar saying. Amiibo! He's lapping himself at this point. He's fucking rolling on the floor laughing. Well, get up off the floor. Because it's time for another spin, buddy. It's time for another spin. It's too bad I can't just insult people regularly tonight because I've got a bunch of good ones. I had a bunch of good ones randomly throughout this stream. Sometimes the wheel is very limiting. Let's go! All right, it's Duskmorn again. The wheel is very kind today. None of the pegs get loose when I spin it this way either, which is nice. It's a whole body movable one, but one slap in the head might crack. Oh. I mean, if I want to do a leaping dick slap at it, I guess I need the the fighting dummy with like a mannish face, like a face that looks tough. And I'm gonna hit him with. Okay, all right. I'm emo trying to get that insult, but it ain't happening. Habanero, I got news for you. You know how we all inevitably meet ghosts in our lives? Your girlfriend's a ghost. And one day, you're gonna realize that means you're a ghost too. Right? One day you're gonna be fingering her and she's just gonna fucking evaporate into ectoplasm. Where there's something strange and your girlfriend's turned to goo. What are you gonna do? Boo-hoo! It's so stupid. It's so dumb. Okay. Oh, a foil needlehead. Foil needlehead. Lakeside Shack. Oh, look at that. That artwork's awesome. They say that if you stay in the cabin until the mists reach it, something will slither from the water and knock at the door. No thank you. Marvin the Murderous Mimic. He looks so goofy. 2 mana for a 2/2. He has all activated abilities of creatures you control that don't have the same name as his creature. That's an awesome ability. Why does it have to be on such a goofy looking card, man? Why? Why? What's this? Painter Studio Defaced Gallery. 1 red and 2. When you unlock this, exile top to card your library, you play them to the end of your next turn. And this is whenever you attack creature gets +1/+0. Oh, all your creatures. Yeah. It's a hell of a lot better than Orcish Oriflame, isn't it? That's right, HEPA filter. He will feel so funky. Optimistic Scavenger. Oh, she found a fleshlight. 1 white for a 1/1. Whenever an enchantment you control enters, and whenever you fully unlock a room, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature. So she gets a +1/+1 whenever this enters? Is that what it's saying? Miasma Demon. 6 mana, 5/4 flyer. When it enters, you can discard any number of cards. When you do up to that many target creatures, you get -2/-2 till end of turn. That's going to be a house in limited. Like, totally. Shard Mage's Rescue. Nashi with his cyber drive. Oh no, I'm stuck in the glass. Goofy. Erratic Apparition. This ghost looks wild. And what else do we got? Terramorphic Expanse. I don't think I've seen this. The house's geography constantly warps and twists. Field melting into floorboards and walls opening into hungry maws. Even the walls be hungry, bro. Impossible Inferno. And a fear of immobility. All right. That's right, Habanero. That's what the goo is. That's what that goo is. It's ectoplasm. Tell her that you fucking know the truth, but then she's just gonna poof, disappear. Then she's gone. 10-4, yo, to you, buddy. A yo in your direction. Take this off now because I forget to take my watch off before midnight, and I'm trying to use it to keep track of how many steps I take in a day. But that's I count the day from when I wake up, not from like midnight or whatever, right? So it'll already have like hundreds of extra steps just for me wandering around my house after midnight. I don't need it. I don't need it. I want accurate countings. That's what I want. Yeah, I don't know. It's probably fine. I'll probably survive drinking this. It's just regular water. I think it is time to wash the water container, though. I've got like, I got a bottle that I fill with water and toss in the fridge so it'll cool down. And it's basically like a 1 liter bottle. So if I want to drink 2 liters of water in a day, I just go through the bottle twice. And I just put water into it, toss it in the fridge, and I don't drink from it or anything. So my brain just goes, well, how often do you need to clean it if you're just pouring water into it? But whenever it feels like the water starts to have like a bit of a smell to it, like the ocean or whatever. Amiibo, Midnight Stepper. Now try Here Comes the Hot Stepper. I'm a lyrical gangster. Excuse me, Mr. Officer. Still love him like that. No, no, we don't lie. Yes, we multiply. Here come the hot stepper. That song's great. Na 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 na. Carly didn't like that song at first, but I loved it too much, and so she had no choice but to love it with me. You know, I brought her over to the hot stepper side. We actually have that on Just Dance for the Nintendo Switch. It's one of the songs. Amiibo, you want to talk Wu-Tang? Cash rules everything around me. Cream get the money. Dollar, dollar bills, y'all. Killer bees. Wu-Tang. Killer bees. Fucking ODB. Protect your neck. Millmaster, you and your wife jam out to that one? Nice, buddy. Nice. Man, ODB is hilarious. He did that one song with Mariah Carey, and he's so ridiculous. Jess, REM was good for their time. REM did have some alright songs. Yeah, definitely. Amiibo, that's true. Now he's the old dead bastard. The D now stands for dead. He's really dirty now. I think it was the Insane Clown Posse that did something with him, and he refused to like write any lyrics with them kind of thing or pay attention to what their song was about. He just sang whatever the fuck he wanted, and then they just had to kind of deal with it and make up stuff to go with it, something like that. Your kid used to come up and poke your neck and say, protect your neck. You just turn around and backhand him just right to the floor. My neck is safe, you little fuck. All right? You just say to your kid, you're like, look, I didn't fuck your mother because I wanted you, bro. You're an endless disappointment to me. And the only reason you're here is because it's illegal for me to drown you in the fucking river, okay? If I knew that porking my mom was going to turn into fucking this, bro, I would have put you in a fucking bread bag and thrown you in a dumpster. What up, Caustic? Hapster, ODB isn't dead, he's exiled. I mean, they're the same difference. You can't bring... It's not like you can actually bring people back from the dead, buddy. So, it's all the same difference. KRS? Oh yeah, Step Into Our World. Man. Some old school goodness. That's some old school goodness right there. ODB is phased out. Well, he ain't ever going to phase back in. I'll tell you that right now. Yeah, Jess, raising a kid costs a ton of money. 100%. Caustic with hashtag babies and bread bags. The dough's hashtag the dough's gone bad. Might as well go with De La Soul or A Tribe Called Quest. De La Soul's fucking great. Who else? Arrested Development. Everyday People. That shit. Oh, Black Sheep. Engine number 9 on the New York Transit line. If my train falls off the tracks, pick it up, pick it up, pick it up. Yeah, man. He had 16 kids and 15 baby mamas. Good Lord. Good Lord. That's insane. That's insane. And if you have 16 kids, how do you care about any of them, you know? If I had 16 different bags of chips, I would just be like, I'd pick one and I'd be like, I like this one, all the rest, just throw them in the trash. I would do the same with kids. I'd be like, whichever one of you, daddy likes the best, gets to eat. The rest you're going to be run off into the woods for the fucking wolves. Ilvitar, guy setting up a franchise. Oh, Bill Burr, right? He's like, that's not a family photo. That's an environmental disaster. All you did is create a whole bunch of people who take a shit that ends up in a river somewhere. Congratulations, you created a whole bunch of people who will never do nothing. Oh, yeah, that's funny. Oh, that's right. I just remembered the Flying Man. My brain just remembered the Flying Man and how cool that was. That was so awesome. Jess, if you were going to wish for something, why wouldn't you wish for a fucking legitimate way to make money rather than something that's illegal and would get you caught? Right? Also, if you could have a wish granted, why would you wish to be a fucking drug dealer? You could wish to have $10 million and just live off the interest, bro, and be set for life. But instead, you're wishing for a job that can get you fucking arrested and for a bunch of people to be on drugs. That is not a good wish. That is not a good wish. Nishimoto, nah, son. I'm uneven. That's the illusion. Like, the most evil wish that I ever came up with was the everybody gets the next wish they make fucking granted. And they also gain knowledge of the fact that, oh, you know what? That was actually a real wish that just happened. And that's the only wish that I'll ever get. You know how people, like, jump off of buildings and shit when the lottery numbers, they play the same lottery numbers every day. They don't play it for one day, and then those numbers get drawn, and then the people are like, if I just played it, I'd be set for life. And then they jump off a building. Think about how many people would just be like, I'm out of here. Just gone, right? That's right. That's correct, Ilvitar. Carly did a fantastic job cutting my hair. So if anything seems uneven, it's because my flesh mass warps reality. That's how it goes. That's how it goes. McLeod, thanks, buddy. Appreciate it. Yeah, Amiibo, you could make those wishes if you knew you were going to have the wish. But you don't know that you've got a wish until somebody's like, I wish I was home. Like they're stuck in traffic. And they're like, I wish I was home right now. And then instantly they're home. And along with instantly being home, the knowledge is fully pushed into their mind that you just had a wish. You could have wished for anything. You will never get another wish. This is the only time that'll ever happen in your entire existence. And you pissed it away, wishing yourself home in 15 minutes worth of traffic. You could have been set for life, but instead you're fucked, right? While other people Some people wished for something awesome. The big brutal flaw with this whole idea is there would be like somebody who would just wish for the world to not exist, and then it'd be like, oops, everybody's gone. So when you really drill down underneath it all, it doesn't work. But yeah, Carly's a sweetie. She does a good job cutting my hair. She does a good job. It may not be 100% perfect, but it's more than good enough. And it saves us from having to spend money on fucking haircuts. So, thumbs up on that one. David, the flying man, was flying with a fucking fan strapped to his back and just sitting on like a plank of wood. It was insane. It was insane. It was amazing. It was amazing. He literally just had a fan strapped to his back. And it was like he was sitting on half a chair. And he had like a fucking, like a glider parachute thing. He came out of nowhere. I had never seen anything like it. And I stood there awestruck. I was like, this feels like it's straight out of like the 1900s black and white era of like airplanes with 70 wings. It's like, are you a time traveler? Oh my God. And nobody else was astounded by it. Like Carly enjoyed it as well and watched with me. But like people were walking by. This guy's just on his phone walking his dog by, and I'm like, I've never seen anything like this in my life. And he just turns around and looks up, immediately looks back at his phone. I'm like, that's crazy. That's crazy. McLeod says, the genie looking at me with disappointment after giving me a pity of fourth wish, and I received my fourth bag of Doritos. That actually is pretty funny. Millmaster, the destruct code, that's what would happen. That's what would happen. What happens in the scenario with ambiguous wishes like fuck everyone? That's a that's a good question. That's a good question. It depends, I suppose, on the being that's granting the wishes and what it considers. Is it actually going to look at the intent of the individual, or is it just going to take it literally and apply its own particular thoughts to it, you know? Juggling, yeah, Carly's awesome, right? And like, it, because of her disability, like her cutting my hair, that's a big deal. It's like for anybody else, it's way easier, but we were going to do it the one day, and then we couldn't because she had already done other things that day, and her hands were already flaring up, you know? So she's a real sweetheart, and I appreciate her very much. And she does stuff like that for me, which is good because we got to keep our budget tight, and haircuts have gotten too fucking expensive, bro. Even the cheap places now want like $25, $30 fucking dollars. And it's like, no, that's just to make my hair shorter? Who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Fuck it. Fuck it. I've had some pretty ragged haircuts and not giving a fuck, man. Amiibo, I know, right? I thought the same thing. I thought he was going to crash into the water at a certain point. I totally thought he was going to crash into the water. He was, and then he just whipped right up, and it was like, this is amazing. I wanted to yell to him, I love you. Like, it was awesome. Hey, speaking of awesome, the Hepster with the little laughing fox sticker. Hell yeah. You're the new lord of the board. We're going to go for a spin. Ilvitar, you don't trust wishes. It's hard to be specific enough. Spoken like somebody who plays Dungeons and Dragons. The number of wishes that have gone horribly wrong for players in games that I've run, I can't even count. I have a rule for wishes. I won't twist the wish if it's for something reasonable. If you're trying to do something that is like not too insanely powerful and too greedy, then I'm not going to try and twist your wish and we're just going to roll with it. But if you get too greedy with it, you're getting hosed 100%. Your wish will be fulfilled, but not in the way you expected, and you will not be happy. All right, let's go. Hoi! Oh, wow. You escaped insult so close. It's like, it's literally bent. Normally it's more like this, but it's literally bent with the ticker like right, like the tiniest little fraction of an inch. That's crazy close. Crazy close. Hot dice, the old monkey paw special. Correct. Correct. Hepster, there is no tie. I can tell what it's pointing at. If it somehow stuck directly in the middle and there was a tie, then you know what? Maybe I would go for that. But it is clearly delineated, so the rules will be followed. All right, we got a glimmer. We got a foil shrewd storyteller. He's a 3-3 old man, but he's ready to stick his head out of a skibbity-dibbity toilet. I know what that is now, by the way. And when people are like, you don't want to know, they were right. Complete waste of my fucking time. Razor Trap Gorge. That's what I call your mama's hole. They say the blades wait to bite through your skin till you've climbed too far to turn back. Sounds just like your mama. Leaving you to cling with blood-slick hands until gravity takes you. Sounds like your mama! All right. Nashi, Searcher in the Dark. Oh, he looks so douchey. He looks so douchey with his cyber gear and stupid pink douche hawk. A black and a blue for a 2/2 rat ninja wizard with menace. When he deals combat damage to a player, you mill that many cards. You can put any number of legendary and or enchantment cards from among them into your hand. If you put no cards into your hand this way, put a +1/+1 on them. It's all right. It's all right. Oh, Toby Beastie Befriender. I haven't seen this guy. He's a Beastie Boy. Intergalactic goofbag. Okay, 1 white and 2. 1/1 legendary human wizard. When he enters, create a 4/4 white beast creature token with this can't attack or block alone. And as long as you control 4 or more creature tokens you control have flying. Sure, I'm pretty small, but Gribble isn't, so I don't get scared. This doesn't feel like terrifying Dustborn House of Horror, all right? Thompson Super Chat says, I'll go for a spin. Ha! Was a somewhat productive day writing the dissertation. I'm interested in a dissertation. You know? Weird. That's never happened. I went to heart your Super Chat, and the stream went error. It wouldn't let me. And now it did, but that's strange. All right. Fear of failed tests. What a crappy fear. This is stupid. Oh, it's Zimone being afraid of doing bad on a test. Like, Zimone feels shoved into the set. Fat ethereal armor. You don't need to exercise. We'll make the armor fat like you. Fear of falling. That's a reasonable fear. 5 mana, 4/4 flyer. Whenever it attacks, target creature defending player controls gets -2 and loses flying until your next turn. Huh. All right. And then in the commons, we've got a Boiler Bilge's Ripper. 5 mana, 4/4. When it enters, you can sack another creature enchantment. When you do, it does 2 damage to any target. Okay. Go ahead, meat. Run. Terramorphic. Oh, we already saw that. All right. All right. Well, now let's see what the wheel has in store for Thompson. Wells. More Duskmourn. I'm surprised, man. Where, like, the insults have been non-existent. It's like beavers have to chew trees, man. They got to wear down their teeth, or it can like destroy them essentially. And that's what happens with me. I'm getting backed up. Where are the insults? Where are them insults, yo? Chocolate says, see what happens when Heavy isn't here? He's warped the meta, bro. He got 10 insults in one stream. Oh, we got the jolly balloon head inflating man. This is going to be the Lord of the Board card. That's it. That's going to be the Lord of the Board card. All right, we got Foil Shepherding Spirits, Spirit Handjobs. We got the Swamp Man. I love these lands. Oh, check it out. Valgavoth is tearing up the staircase. He's just showing up. Bam, bam, with the big old claws. Creep. Millmaster, you chooching, bro? Here's the Hushwood Verge. It's a glorious door where they have unlimited toilet paper. I've been stuck in Dustmorn for years, and there's nothing to wipe my ass with but gremlins. But then you hear the and you can see it floating in the air. Actual toilet paper. My hole will get some rest. Defiant Survivor. 3 mana, 3/2. If it's your beginning your second main phase, if it's tapped, manifest dread. Alright. Infernal Phantom. I've seen you. Smoky Lounge. Misty Salon. The beginning of your first main phase, add 2 red. Spend it only to cast rooms and unlock doors. Misty Salon. When you unlock this door, create an XX spirit with flying Rex as a number of unlocked doors among rooms you control. Huh. Alright. Ghostly Keybearer. Oh, are you the gatekeeper? I'm the ghostly keybearer. Unable to Scream's got some dope flavor. And then the rest of the commons. This does not fit in this set, bro. This does not fit in this set. Acrobatic Cheerleader. Whatever. And yeah, we've seen all this. We've seen all these guys. Amiibo going for a spin with Insult. I'm surprised you didn't take the board. Well, that's fine. Let's do a spin. Let's go. Oh, wait. There it is. Missed the amount to win. Okay, so we'll do 2 spins for you. Oh, yay. Yay. Amiibo, you greasy camel fucker. You ugly fucking dong sucker. You're the equivalent of a crouton that's been soaked in fucking garbage juice that's so disgusting, even a mangy old raccoon won't eat it. You dirty pig fucker. All right. You're bad at math. You smell like goats. Nobody likes you, especially not me. I in particular hate your guts, right? I hate your guts and your gunt, because you've got the appeal of a trout that's been fucking laying in the sun rotten for 5 days. All right? You're as interesting as Robocop 2. Oh shit! Okay, let's do the second spin. Bump, 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 bump. Hoi! Man, I was like, we're doing another one? All right, we're doing more Duskmourn. More Duskmourn! All right, we got a treasure token. Foil Anthropede. Ugh. The Plains. A Thornspire Verge. Here the boiler bilges twitch like a trapped animal, peaks straining against the grasping roots and vines. It's a big fat dick. Killer's Mask. What's this? 1 black and 2 artifact equipment. When it enters manifest red, then attach the mask to it. Equip creature as menace. Pretty underwhelming. Pretty underwhelming. Sporogenic infection. That's what you get if you even live in the same town as Amiibo. That guy's fucking gross. Fuck you, Amiibo. I can insult you as much as I want, even though we've moved past that insult onto the fucking booster pack, right? Fuck you. All right. Intruding Soul Rager. Clammy Prowler. That's another nickname for Amiibo. Vanish from sight. That's what I wish would happen to Amiibo. Grasping long neck. Sad short neck. Talking about his dong. For Amiibo. Innocuous rat. He's a not innocuous rat. Stalked researcher. Whoop-de-doo. Emerge from the cocoon. Glassworks Shattered Yard. And seized from a slumber. All right. All right. Not too shabby. Not too shabby. You're like Dr. Fantastic, more like Dr. Dumbfuck. And not even a doctor. You're a doctor like fucking Dr. Phil's a doctor. You're a fraud. Just like Dr. Phil, you're a fucking dead-eyed whore. Oh, I just remembered. I got half a donut left. I got half a donut left. Yeah, and I don't mean half of my butthole has been blown off. I mean like an actual donut. A chocolate donut. That's going to be good. That's going to be good. I hope I fucking watch a movie worth watching tonight. I can't believe how worthless Robocop 2 was. Although if Carly doesn't want to watch a movie, then I'm going to play Minecraft. Those are going to be the options. Mackenzie, Super Troopers is a fun movie. I won't be watching it, but it is a fun movie. I recently watched another movie by those guys called The Slammin' Salmon, which I do not recommend watching because ultimately it is a very middle-of-the-road movie that doesn't have much in the way of laughs, really, you know? It's like, okay. That's how I felt through most of that movie. I'd rather watch that than Robocop 2 any day of the week, you know? But I'll never watch Slammin' Salmon again, right? It doesn't have moments like, bear fucker! Do you need bear? Bear fucker! Do you need assistance? Mailmaster, that's gigolo talk. $45 for a half donut. I will stretch half of the rim out for $45. Pootie Tang is a fun one, but I've seen that. I want to watch movies that I haven't seen. That's mainly the goal. Or a movie that I haven't seen in so long that I can't remember watching it. Like me and Carly watched Frequently Asked Questions About Time Travel, and at a certain point she's like, we've seen this movie. And I'm like, I haven't seen this movie. And then she started telling me what was going to happen. And I'm like, unless you've time traveled, you have seen this movie. But I haven't. And then at a certain point, I looked at her and I'm like, wait, I remember. I have seen this movie. What was worth Robocop 2 or 3? Is there a Robocop 3? I'm not even going to watch it. Robocop 2 was so bad. Why would I watch that? Ilvitar, you watched Idiocracy? That's a great movie. I've seen that a billion times. I definitely won't be watching that tonight, but I do like that movie a lot. Me and the guys was wondering, can we go family style? Flatliners. Oh, I've never seen Flatliners. That makes me think of Popstar Never Stop, Never Stopping, where the one roadie is into flatlining, which made me laugh, because I understand the concept. Robocop 3 came out in 93. Nishimoto, Robocop 4, is that even a thing? Millmaster, Robocop 3 is the dude from Thinner. It's just another cop made into a robot. Oh, it doesn't have the same... It's not the same Robocop even? Oh. Thinner. Oh, you just got cursed by a fucking gypsy. Maybe you shouldn't have got sucked off and run someone over, huh, buddy? Yeah, I remember Thinner. Thinner. Then his family eats the pie. Bye-bye, Miss American Pie. You're going to be thinner, you're not a winner, and then you're going to die. That's right, Pierce, not Peter Weller. No thanks. No thanks. There are 8 or 9 Robocop movies? Good Lord, no. No, I'm good at stopping at 2. I'm not going to tell Carly we're going to watch 3. Jess, have you not seen Idiocracy? It's great. It's a really well done movie. Go away, Peyton! I'm watching Ow My Balls. Really could go for some Starbucks. We don't have time for a hand job. I like money. Yeah, Idiocracy is a really funny movie. It's a good one. It's a good one. Yeah, there's a time machine. It's in the Walmart. Or the Costco or whatever. Welcome to Costco. I love you. You know, I love that. Just said by this big fat goof bag. Thompson, you're watching a random history documentary and Peter Weller is in there? What? That's random. That is very random. It's like, here's a bunch of professors and Robocop. It's time to talk about history. Creep. Yeah, Idiocracy is great. What would you do if you had $1 million? 2 chicks. Hey, turn the channel. The breast exam's on right now. He was Buckaroo Banzai? I haven't seen that one. That's right, Bobby. That's right. If I don't get my stapler back, I'm going to burn this whole place down. Nah, not going to work here anymore. Lomberg did her. Lomberg? You fuck Lomberg? Yeah, I know. I fucking morphed over into Office Space, right? Obviously, my brain just started meandering over there. Break stop. You watched Doctor Strangelove yesterday? Oh, you loving them bombs, boy? Yeah, Thompson. That's random as hell, dude. Yeah, he's just talking about the Dozy and walls. It's like, okay then. All right. All right. You know what? I'm gonna. Oh wait, what the hell? Okay. I definitely don't know what Buckaroo Banzai is. My brain had a completely different movie whenever I saw that name. All right, it's going on the list. It's going on the list. Brian has 37 pieces of flair. It's a jump to conclusion, Matt. It has different conclusions that you can jump to. It has John Lithgow as the antagonist. Oh, John Lithgow's great. He's great. Okay. All right, my friends. Thanks for coming and hanging out. It's been a nice time. I like chilling with you. We will get back together soon, but for now, it's time to go. So have a good one, and don't watch Robocop 2.